the Only Leeds Bros show.
Well, hello everybody, welcome back to Only Leeds Bros for the match build-up. Watford versus Leeds United tomorrow. Big game, Dylan. Must win in my eyes. Crucial fixture. Give it to us. What's your thoughts ahead of the game tomorrow?
Yeah, I think the boys need to bounce back from the loss against Millwall. Look, same thing. It wasn't a full squad, starting 11 in that game, but it's just, shown for me, and shown signs of the panic button has been lifted. I'm opening the flap. Will I hit it? That's the way I am. But look, I'm not going to look into it too much. You know me, I'm just a bit of a panicker. I intend to worry when I shouldn't be. But yeah, now going down should be, as you said, a must-win game. That's something that we definitely need to do. Win and win well. Keep making that statement that we're not here to mess about. And then just hopefully the lads step up. Hopefully the lads aren't as jaded. The confidence, motivation is still there. You know, that's more or less where I am with it. Worry to a certain degree. Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm worried, Dylan. I'd say I'm probably a little bit hesitant with it. Given what Watford done to us at Elland Road, we obviously know the 2-1 win, the last time we played them. 2 very lucky goals. Remember the Ramazani long range one, and the keeper fumbles it. Makes a mistake as well for the second one, and then that's when Ramazani went off injured when he done the ankle that time, and he was out then for a period of time. But I remember after that change, when Ramazani went off, the game seemed to turn on its head. And probably up until that point, Watford were the best side that we seen coming to Elland Road. They get the goal back then as well. And to be honest, they were probably lucky not to nick a draw that day. Looking back in hindsight, looking back then as a Leeds fan, you're thinking, yeah, it's grand, but you kind of look back now and you kind of think, yeah, we probably got away with one at Elland Road. And I think that's just given the Watford midfield, Dylan, like it's so strong. We know what they can do, but we are as well. And I think tomorrow, we might see a little bit of a shake-up. I think we might see Strike coming back into centre-half. I think we'll probably see Ampadu go back into midfield with Gruev. I think we're going to see that partnership tomorrow for the first time since the 2 lads were out injured. But yeah, I'm not worried. I'm more so, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing how the lads deal with the pressure, because let's be honest, Dylan, the finish line is on the horizon now. It's going to go quick. It's going to go fast. And massive games coming up this week. And, on our last stream, I think I got called that it was a little bit kind of dramatic when I said season defining. I think it is. If we can take points off Sunderland and Sheffield United, they're not dropping points much anywhere. They're getting out of jail everywhere else they go. It's season defining. If we can win tomorrow and get good results against Sunderland and Sheffield United, it's massive for me.
Would you be happy with a draw?
Well, no.
Would you be disappointed with a draw? Let's put it that way.
I think when you look at it, Dylan, now I'd never be happy with a draw. I don't think so. I think it kind of depends. Like, if you're asking me now before the game kicks off, I'll always say no. I'll always want Leeds United to win football matches, whether we're in the Premier League playing against the big boys. I'll always want Leeds United to win football matches, and of course, there's times it's just not going to happen. But it depends on the game state. It depends how it goes. You know what I mean? If you go there and you're 2-0 down and you're chasing the game and you score 2 goals in the last 5 minutes and you draw, you turn around and go, look, that's a decent point given, given what happened, and we dig ourselves out of a hole. But I think you have to look at it like we're a little bit of context. With taking a draw, I'd like us to get the win. I really would. I'd like us to get the win. Sheffield United then play tomorrow night, Middlesbrough, Dylan. It ain't going to be an easy game. So if we can win tomorrow and kind of just pass the pressure over to them, then tomorrow, right, it's your turn, you go do it. Rather than giving them incentive, if we drop points tomorrow, we kind of give them an incentive to go win a game of football then, do you know what I mean? And you could put the pressure on us then. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's a big game, but if you're asking me right now, this minute, would I take a draw? I'll say no. You could be asking me this time tomorrow night, and I could say, right, yeah, give us the draw.
I can see it could be anyone's kind of something to grab, go top spot more or less. I think Sheffield United will fumble at one stage, but that doesn't necessarily say that we won't. You know that kind of way. So we need to keep doing our game, but what it is they're hot on our heels there. That's what's, and whether the boys feel that pressure, whether Fark feels it, us as fans are definitely feeling it. Because I'm not being smart, people wouldn't be posting stuff on Twitter, social media,
They
you
were.
know. Exactly. So that's the way that I'm looking at it. But look, it's positives. We're top. We just need to keep that momentum going. I need to go into that game tomorrow with the right frame of mind. One, not worry about. Firstly, it's a midweek fixture because I feel this season that there have been times and slumps with the midweek. Now we're not back then obviously till next Monday, so there's no reason that Leeds shouldn't be. You know, it's not a running game
We're
as
on
such.
Monday, our next three, we're obviously Tuesday tomorrow, Monday against Sunderland, and then Monday against Sheffield United as well the following week. So all midweek games, as you say, or week games. So yeah, look at Dylan. It's one of them. Like, I think it'll be a tough game. In my head, I'm thinking it's probably going to be Coventry kind of esque. I think we'll probably control the game. I think we'll probably have lots of opportunities, whether we have our shooting boots on and off. Like, we'll obviously be seeing, but they're not going to be any pushovers down there. We'll obviously get into it, you know, their results in the last 5 games and stuff like that. But it's not going to be an easy game, put it that way.
No.
I do think we do have to show up, and I think we do have to put the pressure. We have to pass the baton over to Sunderland and Sheffield United and say, look, we're not going away here, and kind of, I know everyone's going to say, look, it's only the cup or whatever, kind of banish them Millwall thoughts, and then you look forward to Sunderland and Sheffield United in good momentum. I think, you know, if we lose against Millwall and then you lose against Watford or draw against Watford and the momentum's kind of down, and winning becomes a habit, Dylan. When you're winning games of football, you know, it becomes a very hard thing to stop. You know, when that train is moving, it is hard to stop. So I want us to win. I want us to win tomorrow, just so we can go into them fixtures, you know, up and at it and positive. That's what I want to happen.
Yeah,
We'll
definitely.
get into a couple other comments. Anyway, say hello to the chat. So Danny is in the building. Says smash a like and subscribe. Evening, Danny. Thanks for popping in, pal. Amy Clark says evening, lads. Evening, Amy. She says new hoodie deal. That's a new hoodie deal, is it?
Sure is. That's when I got it when we smashed Cardiff 7-0. Can't be beaten. Can't be beaten. I look well in it, don't I? I look well in it.
You look great. Get up and give us a twirl there, will you?
No, I can't do it. I won't get back down.
Danny says I'm going 2-1 Leeds tomorrow's Bogle and DJ. Not a bad show. Not a bad show. DJ away from home as well. Jam says evening, lads. Hope you're good. Hope you're good, Jam, as well. Hope you're keeping well, brother. Think it could be Gruev and Amps in midfield tomorrow. I was literally just saying the same thing. I was on Connor's One Leeds channel, the debrief just before this, and I think so as well, Danny. I do think we'll see Gruev and Ampadu going back into midfield. I think we'll see Strike come back into centre half.
Don't like it.
But no, I think that's what's going to happen, Dylan.
Really don't like it.
Yeah.
Don't know what it is with Ampadu for me lately, lads. I'm just not enjoying this. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's going to annoy me a little bit. Gruev gives you that defensive, but he can go forward and he's a box to box. You know, he can play that. But just, you know, I think Rotwell gives you that bit more of.
He does. But I think away from home, Dylan, we've seen it with Fark. I think regardless of what we think as fans, I think Fark has shown the proof in the pudding. He likes that more defensive, kind of solid, risk-averse midfield away from home. He likes to not risk too much, and then he obviously likes your Tanakas and Rotwells then in the games at Elland Road. So I just have a feeling he mightn't do it. I just have a feeling tomorrow we might see Gruev and Ampadu back for the first time since the both of them got their injury, and because Strike obviously played against Millwall, came through unscathed as well. I know we missed his penalty, which is obviously unfortunate for him. But yeah, I think Strike might come back into the team tomorrow, and naturally, if that happens, he's not dropping Ampadu. I think Ampadu goes into midfield then, and you know I can't really see him playing Ampadu, Rotwell, Ampadu, Tanaka, maybe. But I think he likes Gruev as well, so I think we'll probably see Gruev come up back in tomorrow. But we'll see when the team lineups could be completely wrong. Could you see Joseph start tomorrow? You don't know what Daniel Fark, like, you know where his head is at. Andy says, guys, do you plan all these live streams between you as not overlap? Who's the air traffic controller on the overladen runway ready to taxi? We actually don't, to be honest with you, Andy. Myself and Dylan, we usually would be around 8-9 o'clock, obviously depending. Both of us have 2 young kids and the wives and that, so we obviously try and plan it around that as best we can for you guys. So yeah, usually around 8-9 o'clock is our little sweet spot. Yeah, but we don't really look, you know who else is going live, to be honest, buddy. It's just, yeah, I think it's probably different horses for different courses is what we say, Dillo, isn't it?
Famous quote.
Different
Pure
horses
another
for
famous
different
quote.
courses. Yeah. Andy says here, luckily Burnley are draw merchants that will suit Leeds. Yeah, I think, Andy, at the minute,
They annoy me, Burnley.
with
Just
signing your
annoy
man
me.
Edwards, I think that's a very shrewd signing. Shelby as well. Like, I think, look, Shelby got a lot of flack when he went back there, but you seen him against Southampton yesterday. I actually thought he was decent enough, and it could just be a shrewd signing. But your man Edwards is a good player. He could start turning them draws into results. Their defensive record is absolutely disgusting, lads. At this stage of the season, only conceded 9 goals. It's wow, absolutely it's phenomenal stuff. But yeah, at the moment it's just not tipping fully for Burnley. Evening thoughts on Solomon winning Player of the Month. I was actually delighted, Dylan, to see that. I was absolutely over the moon to see that, given everything that kind of went on before, going through a slump. Everyone was kind of writing him off, shipping him back to Spurs in a taxi. He's come so good, Solomon, hasn't he?
He's phenomenal. Pure and utter phenomenal. I just going to throw this out here. I'm assuming we all voted as us as Leeds fans. Did you vote?
I voted for Solomon.
Did you? I voted for Bogle.
Did you?
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't have any disagreements.
No disrespect whatsoever.
Solomon for me, but you know how much I've been loving Bogle at the minute.
Solomon has just been the one that's kind of, apart from the last Burnley game, disappeared, no fault of his own, because he was doubled up against two previous Leeds ex-players, Conor Roberts and obviously Jadon Anthony, which was hard to see, and he couldn't really get into it. But just feel that Bogle has just been phenomenal. But the two boys, either one of them, I'm not annoyed that Solomon didn't get it. I'm quite happy. But I want say praise for Bogle, because I just think he's been phenomenal.
Yeah,
I really do.
Yeah, he's been brilliant. I agree with you, Della. 100% I agree with you. And he says here, thoughts on Player of the Month way below the FA Cup. Yeah, Player of the Month, Solomon, I think it deserves it. For me, Andy, who would you think? Would you have went with Solomon? Let us know in the chat, guys, do you think Solomon deserves Player of the Month? That would be a good one. I think he does. Sean Healy, I'm going 2-0, DJ and Pirro. I'd like to see that Pirro try and keep going. We'll get into Pirro a little bit further on in the video, Dylan. Me and Sean Healy have said about Ampadu most of the season. Yeah, I agree. Danny, the amount of abuse I've taken over my views on Amps. I just think I don't think he's a bad player, lads. There's just times he frustrates me. And I think it's probably every Leeds fan that I talk to, because obviously Dylan says that he does get frustrated with him as well. Dylan gets very animated about Ampadu at times. But I need, even speaking to yourself, Sean, I see your stuff in the chat and Danny's stuff.
I love Ampadu.
Leeds fans that I do talk to as well have all kind of had the same thought on Ampadu, that there's a player in there. He is a good footballer. His defence is really, really good.
Phenomenal defender.
Reading of the game, brilliant. So good. Just that time has passed, and how he brings the game right.
Sloppy passing, slows the ball down.
Yeah. It's like he just has the volume, and he just turns it down, and it just Ampadu just moves the ball a little bit quicker. I understand we're trying to build up from the back, and it is very slow build up play from the back, but it's even worse when he's back there. You don't see Strike and Road on doing that. They like to kind of get it and move it, where he's very much stops the ball, puts his foot in it, looking left and looking right. Come on, just try and get us going here a little bit. So yeah, that would be my take on Ampadu as well. That would be my only kind of criticism of him. He is going with a defensive style away from. He does, Danny, doesn't he? We've seen it in away games that he does like to go with that defensive style, and I don't think we'll see any different tomorrow. I'll be very, very surprised if he does go with an attacking lineup away at Watford.
Can I just say, just
go
real
ahead,
quick?
bro, yeah.
I get that, but what irritates me is literally what we've just been talking about when it comes to Ampadu. Do you not feel the game is very slow and boring? You're waiting for the 70th minute for him to bring on substitutions to kind of make an impact, whether it's speed, agility, your Nantos, whether your Nanto, Ramazani, sort of stuff. If Joseph was to come on as well, it's an awful waste. Yeah, what I'm trying to get at, and I know you could say the other hand is go out with a more attacking, team at the start that that we normally would do it at home. And it kind of gives us that bit more of flair and fast-paced football, and we're all kind of loving it. And then, as you said, away from home, it's just real slow, sluggish, waiting to just walk the goal in, is more or less. That's what kind of irritates me, though, and that's bringing it back to Ampadu. That's what it is. Away from home is the most boring games. I don't know about you, that's what I'm feeling.
Yeah, it has been. I can't disagree with it. The away performances at times have been poor. Go back to that Blackburn game as well. Away at Ewood Park was probably the most, depressing game of football I've watched this season at Leeds United. It was really slow, really drab. I actually thought Burnley, Dylan, given that it was a draw, Burnley was anti-football. Leeds, we did try to play football, Dylan. We did try to attack them. We did try to move the ball quicker, not quicker as what we've seen at Elland Road, but we did try and do that. And I do think it's coming, Dylan, for this Leeds team. We've all been saying it, and Danny will back me up on this one, that we've been saying this, going back 4, 5, 6 months. since the season have started that, you know, Leeds haven't got out second gear. We haven't hit our rhythm yet. I feel like we are coming into that. You know, you take the Millwall, the FA Cup, 1 over. You know, you look at the run of form, Dylan, that we're on. It's absolutely phenomenal. Like, really, really good. No goals conceded in 6, 14, 15 goals scored, 7 against Cardiff. Could have been more against Coventry. Could have been 6 or 7 as well if we had our shooting boots on against Coventry as well. So I feel like now that this team and that team, that starting team, look, we'll see the 10 changes tomorrow. I 100% believe that. You'll definitely see that amount, and you'll see all them players coming back in and starting again. But I think it's really starting to tip now, this Leeds team. I really think we're starting to come into form. We know what Burnley do anti-football, so I'm expecting better tomorrow. I really am away from home. I'm expecting better because it's like what I said, it's a massive week coming up for Leeds United. We need this. This is so important because they don't drop a lot of points. A little bit like us, Sunderland and Sheffield United. You know, Sheffield United at the moment are grinding through games. You see Sunderland the weekend is a 2-2 draw at Watford, which is a decent result for Watford going away to them. So I do think it's imperative that this run of fixtures that we do have coming up, we need to be winning these games of football just to give us that bit of a breather coming into the end of the season. You know, if we can go 5-6 points ahead of these teams, I well believe it. So it's a massive 2 weeks coming up for Leeds United. It's really, really massive.
It's just, I don't know. I'm just nervous. Maybe it's just the thoughts going through my head saying to myself, Danny, you couldn't have. He's on the wind up, is he?
West Yorkshire Retro Gamer says, how are you, pal? I haven't talked to you in a while. Hope you're keeping well. Amy says, Danny, haha. Has anyone don't? No, I actually didn't try. I must do that. Sean Healy says, Tanaka for player of the month because I love him. Yeah, you'd give it to him every month, wouldn't you, buddy? Yeah, absolutely love him. Gary Houlihan is in the building. Says Bogle has been top of the pops. Took him a few games to find his feet, and he's up to speed now. He really has, Garrett, because I think at the start of the season when we nipped him off Sheffield United, we were like, yes, we had the best right back in the league, really, really good player. We knew what he could do going forward defensively. We knew he was a little bit suspect, and he was, but his improvement even defensively, Garrett, as well, has been absolutely phenomenal, and the credit does go to Daniel Farke as well for working on it as well. That's what I believe anyway. So it's been good from Bogle. He's varied his game as well. It's not one-dimensional anymore, Dylan, isn't it? When he's, constantly was going down the line or first time gets the ball looking for DJ. He does like to come inside now as well. The third man midfield. He's varying his game up, and it's very hard to mark. And I've said it, Dylan, I think over the last couple of weeks, I do think he's definitely the best right back in the league at the minute for me, 100%.
110%. I've been loving him, and you know what, for me, I love me right backs, you're... Yeah. Me, Luke Aylan, unfortunately he's not here anymore. I loved him, and now with Bogle just gives you that bit of excitement, and I was delighted that he got that goal. I was delighted that he got that goal. I know it wasn't anything special, but it kind of gave him that confidence. Yeah. You've been doing so well going forward, and here's here's the present you deserve, basically. Here's the outcome of what you've been doing on and off the pitch. Defensive is, just phenomenal. Like, I can't say it enough. Jayden Bogle, for me, it's just been unbelievable.
Yeah, I agree. Leeds on top says, if we take our chances, we win comfortably. Yeah, that's it, Dylan. If we do, that's
the moral of it.
It's obviously that if there should be in capital letters, because it is a big if Leeds on top, isn't it? We had a shooting boots on against Coventry and against most teams in this league. We would be well further ahead. There's times as well that I don't think we've been great in front of goal, but for me, that's it. Like, it's comment of the night so far that we need to be taking our chances 100%. Watford were rubbish against Sunderland. As long as Ampadu was kept away from midfield, we'd be fine. You don't want him to go back in. Do you think he can start centre half then again easy, or are you saying take him out completely? I think he's better in midfield for me.
Can I just go back to that comment for a second? Because I'm kind of... I'm going to regret saying this, but I have to, because it's on me. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I really do. I don't know why, lads. I'm just loving Rotwell and Tanaka. And look, it's not going to happen. I'm not saying drop Ampadu, but where do we put him? That's the thing. Maybe do we get rid of the 10 role, play 3 in midfield?
So what?
Ampadu is a holding defender.
So what are you saying? Drop Ampadu or captain L the team?
No, definitely not drop Ampadu. I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying is the midfield, there's 2. He's playing with 2. Why can't we play with 3? Get rid of the 10.
No, I disagree, Dylan. I wouldn't be dropping Aronson. I think Aronson has been a vital cog so far in this team. I really do. And
I think it's very hard to find a position for Ampadu at the minute, for me.
Yeah, I understand that, but I wouldn't be taking Aronson out to try and fit Ampadu in. Would you? I wouldn't be changing it up. So, like, I think Ampadu was our captain. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't think you'd be dropping him out of the starting lineup. But, like,
Right.
I do
What I
agree
will
that.
say is, you just said there, we wouldn't change it up. But that's another point I'm trying to make. We were always saying that he doesn't change a winning team. And fair enough, Millwall, but, the last previous 2 games, where's Ampadu been playing?
Yeah, well, he's been in centre half position covering for Strike that's been injured, and I think he's done a decent job there.
I know he has, but, considering that we won, but like that against Millwall, it's been a bit, jaded and sloppy and at times, and that's the fear that I have. Is like, yeah, he played well in 2 games, and then the third one he has a slump. It's like 1 in 3 games. He's having these issues, but like Sean will agree with me. Like I can't drop Tanaka, and you could say Rotwell to a certain degree, but he gives you that kind of attacking. I think he's been under the radar, Rotwell, a lot of the time. I don't think he's getting the credit he deserves.
Yeah, look, I know, look, I understand like where you're going with from Rotwell, but I just think eating Ampadu Dylan in this team, I just think Fark likes him so much. We've seen it that he made 10 changes. The only one that he doesn't make is eating Ampadu. So we know how much Fark loves him as much as he loves Brendan Aronson in his team, and I just think you can't take Ampadu out of this team, Dylan. I really can't as the captain. I'll bring you back to when he get injured. Hadn't got the best start of the season. I agree with that, but he comes back into the team. Then them 2 crucial away games over Christmas, Stoke and Derby. We were losing games of football away from home, Dylan, when Ampadu wasn't in there. Ampadu came back into that midfield, Dylan, and really solidified us in there. In my opinion, the champ might think different, but I thought Ampadu was a breath of fresh air when he came back into the middle of the park. I don't like him in centre back position. I don't. I do think he can do a job there, and he's proven that. But I don't think it's his best position. I think his best position is defensive midfielder, and I just don't think he's going to.
I'm agreeing with you on that. That's what I am agreeing with. But then this is what I'm saying. You're potentially dropping Rotwell or Tanaka, and I just feel like Ampadu ain't going to give you that attacking kind of thing. You might as well say Tanaka, they can do the box to box, or Rotwell do it the box to box, and Ampadu, kind of covering. You could say to a certain degree, but there's times as well where I think we can agree Aronson has gone missing. Where Rotwell, he kind of gets, Darren, the way I'm putting it, how do I explain it? He just slows the ball an awful lot, Ampadu. And he kind of just frustrates
I'm not
me.
disagreeing you. I'm not disagreeing with you in that way, but I just think his all-round packaging to this team, being the captain and being the leader on the side, which we can't deny, Dylan, like he has been that this season, and I don't think we should be taking our captain out of the team. We were all, distraught when he first gets injured. Do you know what I mean? He's out of the squad and he comes back, and I don't think any Leeds fan can disagree when Ampadu came back in that we've looked a lot better away from home. 100% you have, especially in that middle of the park, because it was games away from home. Let's be honest, as much as we love Rotwell and Tanaka, and you go back to that Blackburn game, they were getting bypassed, Dylan. And that's where I think Ampadu and Gruev does that job in there. As much as I don't like the defensive side of the game, because we want to see attacking, expansive football, but there is a job for him in there to do. So yeah, I don't think we should be dropping Ampadu. I do think he probably should be the one that starts in midfield, and then you get your Tanakas and your Rotwells to win around him, not Gilavogi's, because my opinion has changed. Gilavogi, he seems like a great lad, but I just don't think he should be getting into this team, and I don't think he will. But I do think it should be Ampadu in there, and then we'd be working our Tanakas and Rotwells around him, Gruev as well.
Like, maybe, look, I'm no manager, but the way I'm looking at it is if he sets up Ampadu and Gruev tomorrow, he's playing for a draw. He's not playing to win. Would you not be better off using your full strength, midfielders to get up and down the pitch, box to box, try and create something, then considering if we are winning 1-0, 2-0, then go, right lads, you've done your job. Now it's time for Ampadu and Gruev. Like, I think a game would be much more enjoying for, say, put it this way. We start Gruev and Ampadu tomorrow. We don't score a goal whatsoever. And come the 70th minute, he starts to make these substitutions, and we're kind of saying we've created chances, no shooting boots, as usual, just making these excuses, let's be honest. And then all of a sudden then, they might get a lucky goal and then we're scratching our head going, well, did he get the line up wrong? We didn't take the chances. Nanto wasn't on it, blah, 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 blah. What I'm trying to say is, would it not be better to use Tanaka and Rotwell to their full potential, hopefully get a few goals in the meantime, and then go, right lads, time to come off. Now we can utilise Ampadu and Gruev for say, whatever, the last half an hour, 20 minutes, whatever it is, to hold on to a lead, as he normally would do. But going out with a defence, it's going to invite Watford on. And that's where I'm getting the anger inside. It's kind of saying, well, most Leeds fans...
I'd rather that than play a midfield two of the so-called attacking midfielders in Rotwell and Tanaka and be bypassed, because we've seen that happen at Elland Road. We've seen them being bypassed. So that would be my fear. That'd be my counterpoint, and not like being a devil advocate here, but that'd be my fear tomorrow if we do go an attacking team and we're pushing forward, like we said, with the wingers that we have, our Brendan Aronsons of the world as well. If we're pushing forward, we can be susceptible in behind, and that's why I think Ampadu and Gruev are the midfield pairing for this game. I really do.
I have to really disagree. I think it's the first time we've ever probably full on disagreed about something.
I got a bit heated there. Wait till I get you off air.
Let's
get into a couple of the comments. Anyway, Scooby is in the building. He says, "Evening, Scooby."
Jeez, Scooby haven't heard me in ages, man.
Scooby Dooby hasn't been in a while. He was under the radar. Strike won't play tomorrow. He only done 90 minutes on Saturday. Amson Road on the defence, Grove and Tanaka in midfield. We are a better team with Ampadu in the starting 11. Good man, Carl. He agrees with me. In regards to the strike one, I'm not too sure, Carl. I just have a feeling he might go with him again, because he looked okay the weekend. He obviously played his 90 minutes. I just have a feeling he might chuck Strike back in to get Ampadu back in the midfield. But look, that's not a bad partnership either. If he does go Ampadu, Rodon, let's hope Rodon is okay. He has said he's okay, so let's hope he 100% is. And then you have a Gruev and Tanaka in midfield as well. It's not a bad pairing at all, Dylan, is it?
Sorry, I was just reading the comment there.
Dylan's not talking to me now.
Actually,
okay, Dylan, we can disagree. Like,
yeah, no, I'll throw this comment up. We'll go back to Garrett's one.
Yeah, go on. You go ahead, bud.
Yeah,
Sorry,
just throw this up.
Yeah, before.
I still think he is.
Before.
No, I still think
that
he
Gruev
is.
has been better than Ampadu.
Yeah.
Not a chance.
Yeah.
Since the two of them was whoa, we're not going anywhere. Leave that comment there. Since Gruev and Ampadu both came back from injury, you're saying Gruev has been better than Ampadu?
Yeah. Definitely.
Not a chance.
100%.
Not a chance.
Every time that he's got right. Has Gruev been losing the ball or doing stupid, silly passes?
Dylan,
I don't want that from my captain.
Everyone loses.
I don't want that.
Gruev has given the ball away.
Right.
Plenty of times Gruev has given the ball away.
Right. Well, Ampadu should be setting an example. He's the captain of Leeds United, trying to get into the Premier League, and he's pulling off silly passes like that. Or sloppy play.
He's trying to get us off the pitch, like.
Yeah. Well, he's not doing a great job of it.
Don't get me wrong. Look, I do agree with you that before the both of them got injured, that Gruev was the better player. 100% he was. But that coming back up there now. I do agree with you that he was a better player, but I disagree wholesale. Since the both of them have came back, Gruev has not been a better player than Ampadu since he came back. Not a chance. I'll bring you back to them Stoke games and that Derby game away from home. How we were all loving it when Ampadu came back into this side and made us rock solid, and we won back-to-back away fixtures for the first time this season. Yeah. Everyone was praising Ethan Ampadu and saying, what a player, what a player. That's when he played the defensive midfield role. Since then, Strike got injured. He has to go back in not his preferred position, in my opinion, and not the position that I want to see him play in the centre half, and he's done okay. But I still think he's been a better player since he came back.
And I'm going to throw another one at you then, all right? So, with that being said, Ampadu, and by the way, I'm not saying that he hasn't been playing well. There's times when he's been phenomenal. Like I said, 7-0 against Cardiff. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Time was unbelievable. And then the last outing before Millwall, what was that one? Sheffield.
Coventry.
Oh, Coventry.
So yeah.
Phenomenal.
Coventry, Cardiff. For that.
Phenomenal again. But he has, as I said, in 1 or 3 games, been very sloppy with his passing, slow build-up play. And that could be coming from Fark. I'm just saying I don't like it. Now, he's played more games since coming back than Gruev. Am I right?
Yeah.
Gruev hasn't made any mistakes or hasn't done anything wrong since he's been playing. That's the point I'm trying to make. I'm looking at it as a whole.
What's Ampadu doing? Give him the ball away in a position that he's not playing.
She's meant to be, as I said, an experienced player doing a job in a centre-back position as a captain for Leeds United, and he's making errors like that.
Look, what's giving the ball away?
Yeah, just, his passing wouldn't be he wouldn't put his foot through the ball. They're just not fast pace. Just been jaded. At times he's been caught out a few times. But like as I said, his defensive itself has been phenomenal. And to be honest with you, I think if I'm not mistaken, to a certain degree, I blame him from that first goal against Millwall. I thought he was very laxy-daisy getting to the ball. I really do.
Well, that's chance, Dylan.
Yeah.
How can you blame Ampadu on that first goal?
I'm not blaming. No, it's solely it's everyone. But I'm saying he was marking his man. Your man dropped the shoulder. He's gone, and he's just real. Yeah, we're gonna go.
I
with
agree
this.
with you that he didn't have his best games on Saturday. I agree with you 100%. But I also would back it up with saying that why wasn't he rotated as well? Why did Fark put him in as well? Because he's been playing a lot of
he's a
football
captain.
as well lately. Then
He's
been playing football a lot as well lately. So why didn't he rotate him? Why, if he was going to rotate all these players, why not bring in James De Boyo and give him a go instead of Ampadu?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. I agree.
I don't even think Boyer had a good game, and he's been Mr. Dependable, Mr. Consistent. So
Well, no,
I disagree with you. I just disagree with you.
I think Strike should be captain.
We get a couple of thoughts in the chat, and then we'll get on to Daniel Farkas.
Come on, easy.
As well.
Get
So
in
he
there.
says Grove has been better than Ampadu. I disagree. 100% easy. Disagree. I think Ampadu was a better footballer. Ampadu wasn't great on Saturday. Yeah, no, agree. He wasn't great on Saturday, but I do think he's a better footballer than Grove. Danny says here, we would have won that game at Stoke and Derby with Grove. For me, that was Amp's comeback here. I disagree. I think Ampadu was absolutely phenomenal in both of them games. I really, really do. No coincidence that we didn't win back-to-back league
Sorry,
games.
I love that
and then as soon
photo.
as he comes back
Take
in.
2 footy. Sorry, it's a deadly photo.
Yeah, Wembley. The horrid Wembley. Sean McAteer says, clutching their straws there, Dilo. 100%. Good man, Sean. Good man, agree. I agree with you 100%. Football would be boring if we all agreed on the same things. Don't give Vince 40% of the narratives like sheep. Bah. Sid says, even the guys, Ampadu slows us down too much. Tanaka and Rotwell in midfield for me. Pascal at the back. Ampadu subs.
I wouldn't say subs now, Sid. Now, I won't say subs. My problem is I don't know where to put him. Because Darren saying don't drop Aronson.
I agree with what you're saying, that we don't know where you're getting Ampadu into this team. Look, personally, I think, and taking Daniel Farker's thoughts out of it, I do think Rotwell and Tanaka are brilliant together. There's times that Rotwell does, drop under his performance, but look, that's allowed to happen. We all do it. I think Tanaka is absolutely outstanding. He should be starting for us week in, week out. But I think Ampadu should be as well. I do think Ampadu is that type of player, and I think he's better in midfield for us than what he is at centre half. But he's definitely not a bench player.
I tell you what I would kind of do. I would utilise Ampadu and say either Rotwell or Tanaka. I wouldn't put Gruev and Ampadu on together. That's silly. That's madness.
Yeah, well then neither would I then. Would you drop Gruev then instead?
Hold on, wait, hold on. What do you mean? What do you mean?
So you're saying that you wouldn't play with Ampadu and Gruev together as a pair, yeah?
Yeah, I would, but
you would play
if we're
with
winning
Tanaka.
a game comfortably.
You would play with Rotwell and Tanaka then. So you're saying that you drop Ampadu then for Gruev?
No, whoever he wants to start. If he wants to start, I'd probably drop Rotwell for Ampadu.
Yeah, but if you have any of the other players, so if you have Rotwell and Tanaka starting, right?
Yeah.
They're your main starters. You have Ampadu in there as well, or Gruev. Who are you dropping, Ampadu or Gruev?
Ampadu.
You know the answer is Gruev.
Ampadu.
I
I think Gruev's been phenomenal.
Nah, you're clutching. You're clutching big time.
I'm clutching nothing.
Big time. Yeah. And he says, Gruev more defensive, which is okay for 20% of the time. Give me a more creative player. 100% they want a creative player. And I think Ampadu is more of a creative player. If you look at his stats, the balls in
his little slow passing.
The final third, he's more balls into the final third for Leeds. So it's what Andy says there. He wants a more creative player. Out of Ampadu and Gruev, he's a creative player.
I don't agree. Tanaka's a creative player.
Yeah. Our best two are Amps and Tanaka, I agree.
Well, I agree with that, Carl. Yeah, I'd take that. Just not Gruev. The two of them it can't be Ampadu and Gruev. It's madness.
Either tomorrow.
I tell you what, if he starts Gruev, if he starts Gruev and Ampadu tomorrow, I'll do an ice bucket challenge.
He will. I'm telling you now. It's going to be Gruev and Ampadu tomorrow. On that scenario, I think you have to, because at least Tanaka shoots. So Tanaka and Gruev for me.
Thank you.
Disagree, Scoobs. Disagree, Scooby Dooby.
Go on, Sean.
Sean Healy says Gruev miles better than Ampadu.
I take back everything bad I said about you, Sean. You're not a sword scum. Thank you.
I'm telling you now. But nah, not agreeing with that, lads. Not agreeing with that 100%. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a poll out after this, and see that, Sean. Do you know that? He's told her this is fire construction, so be hating on fire. Don't be hating on my Ampadu. Dillo, moving on from Ampadu clearly being the better player than Gruev. Let us know what Daniel Farke said in his press conference today, bud.
So, straight off the bat, lads, Ampadu isn't as good as Gruev. No, I'm only joking. So, Joe Rodon, happy enough, he's available. So that's good. Very good, lads. What a warrior of a man, isn't he?
Good
what a warrior of a man. DJ, available. I'm trying to build the intensity. People's like,
I need to get that music in the background.
Yeah. DJ is available. So that's
good. Yeah, good news.
Good. Poor Alan Marks Wober, lads. I'm good.
We saw a couple, Dylan. What did I tell you a few weeks ago?
He's starting to have Dylan knees. And what I mean by Dylan knees is my knees.
Because there was this thing that he'd play games of football and then he'd be going missing and he couldn't train and he was in no spots. He'd miss the next game, then he'd be back on the bench again and then he'd be out again. And I said it to you at the time, said I guarantee you before the end of the season he's going to have to get surgery on that knee. And magically happens as soon as the January transfer window closes that this happens now. So what happens now if something happens to Rodon? We're going to have Ampadu come back in there with Strike. We know Strike injury record as well. Will he hold up? So this is where I was saying the centre-half position, just to get covered in the centre-half position, because now we don't have Valber. What's it, end of March, I think he said, isn't it? When he's going to
he's going for a knee surgery and he'll be out until after the international break. Maybe up to the international break. No good, is it really? Because that's something I think we slumped on last season, wasn't it? After the international break.
Agreed.
Was it Rutter, if I'm not mistaken? Rutter as well was the hernia situation. You know, you said it yourself on Connor's one Leeds and also today on this one as well. These games are coming thick and fast, lads. This is the last run of games.
I think Carl knows something we don't. Inside scoop there.
Let us know.
Let's see Carl tomorrow. Let us know. We're doing the watch along tomorrow. Pop in and let's see if he starts, buddy. Fairness, Amberdo's more often looking for the long ball over the top.
Yeah, Patrick Bamford's still not in team training yet. No, not there. It's getting to the point where I'm just yawning every time his name is mentioned. Look, I don't know what's going through the fella's head, but at the end of the day, what irritates the life out of me is he's just constantly injured. It just really does, and I want him to make an impact. I want him to prove us wrong. I want us to, just be the Patrick Bamford that we all want him to be.
I'm done with Bamford and move on from him. Moving on swiftly before we get into another debate. Tanaka and Rotwell arrived at the right time. I was pleasantly surprised. The bonus of Gruev and Ampadu coming back early could define the season, lads. And I totally 100% agree with you, Andy. And this is going to sound mental saying, but it's probably a really good thing that Ampadu and Gruev did get injured this season, because we wouldn't have seen Tanaka and Rotwell anywhere near enough this season if that didn't happen, because I believe that would have been the mainstay midfield. And we probably wouldn't have seen Ampadu or Tanaka and Rotwell as early as what we would have. You look back to last season, we didn't see Gruev till the turn of the year. We're all wondering a little bit of an Isaac Smith situation. Why isn't Gruev playing? Eventually he does play, and we're like, well, why was this happening? So it could have been similar, but yeah, the two of them complement each other very well, but I still think Ampadu's a better player than Gruev. This is the second knee up that I think the first went wrong. Yeah, it's not good signs for Max Vober at all. Sick note for Vober, can send Bamford for surgery too. Two for the price of one. Bamford doesn't even need surgery on his knee, but he's like, just give me one anyway. Bamford scores the winner to get us promoted on the final day. Never.
And you love Bamford, don't you? Honestly.
Never gonna happen. Bloody hell, Danny. 24 stone. That's a bit harsh, bud. You're thicker than joints. And Scooby, that's all relaxed muscle. Lads,
yeah, sorry.
Let's get into it.
Real quick, the last thing I took from Presser, was some promising signs from Chambers. I think we can all agree. Mm-hmm. Young lad looked at it at times. Yeah, delighted with him. Also, lads, very good news about Isaac Schmidt. Daniel Fark has publicly said that he liked what he's seen from Schmidt. I don't know what he saw.
Look, I thought he was okay, Dylan, but he's not going to be in the squad tomorrow.
That's something that he did say, though. It could be.
Well, do you know what?
In the squad.
I take it back. He will be, because if Ober's out injured now. That's why he said it. That's exactly why he said it. That he liked what he's seen, because he knew he was going to have to be back into the matchday squad with Ober being out. Crafty.
So that's everything from the Daniel Fark presser. As I said, I don't get into. I'm more worried about the, injuries and who's at it, who's not. So let's move on to opposition watch. Take it away, Aaron.
Quickly, guys. So obviously this is the last 5. Let me get rid of that banner there. This is the last 5. So if you see Watford there, miss bag, haven't won in the last 4 games. 2-0 win against Derby, 2-1 win at 2-1 loss at Preston, 2-1 loss against Coventry, 1-0 loss to Norwich, and then a 2-2 draw then at the weekend against Sunderland. Very, very nearly nicked the win down there. Just did lose. Sunderland got the equaliser back. And then you can see Leeds United, apart from the game on the weekend against Millwall in the FA Cup.
Doesn't count. It doesn't count. What are you talking about?
I really did want to put that on there. But we have been in fine form. Scoring goals haven't been conceded. So you look at that there, it very much looks like on paper it's going to be in Leeds United's favour.
Look at that 7-0 one. That's disgusting behaviour, isn't it?
It's mad even seeing. It's
mad
not even seeing that there, isn't it? Crazy.
And we were at it.
We were at it. Moving on to the head-to-head, guys. So, yeah, clip this up off FootMob. So, big up to FootMob. Really, really good one. So, this is obviously the last 6 fixtures between Leeds United and Watford in the Championship. So, it goes back to April 2014, where they bet us 3-0. They then bet us 4-1, 3-2. So, Watford definitely much a bogey team for Leeds United. And we did win 3-0 there last season. I'm pretty sure Jayden Anthony scored in that game. A 2-2 draw down at the Hawthorns, which I thought was a massive slip coming towards the end. Our promotion push towards the end of last season. I remember being bitterly disappointed coming towards the end of the season. And then, obviously, the 2-1 win then at Elland Road in October, where Ramazani obviously got the goal and their keeper made an absolute howler. So, when you look at that, Dylan, on paper, Watford are very much one of them. When I think of Watford, anyway, kind of like QPR, they're very much a bogey team to Leeds United over. They're very much a bogey team, I think, to Leeds United. Look, it's not going to be an easy game at all down there, but I am confident, more than confident, that we can win that game tomorrow.
I'm not. I'm going to be honest with you. Really? I'm a bit nervous with this one. Yeah, just midweeks really throw me off. I don't be up for it. To be fair, at times I do say, like, is it because I'm in work? Is it because I'm tired? Coming home, trying to prep myself up as opposed to being on the weekend. But then all this, madness going about saying that Ampadu should start. Just going out defensively, as I say, not as much as Ampadu starting. I'll take that back, being a little bit harsh. But I'm just a bit. We need to win. We need to win. We can't be going out with a light squad. We're starting 11.
Yeah, no, agree with you, buddy. Andy says here, Sam Chambers 17 did look good, but I don't think we'll see him again unless Leeds have promotion won. And that's it, Andy. But I don't think he didn't, damage himself. I actually think he put himself in good favours. Like, I'd trust him if we're absolutely plagued with injuries. I actually thought he was decent enough, Joe. I mean, he didn't,
Fark did say,
I don't think we'll see him.
Fark actually did say he's naturally in more in the middle.
Naturally number 10, naturally plays number 10, and you could see he was comfortable on the ball. The chance as well that dropped to him, unfortunately, just the cutting edge not there. But yeah, I think he's comfortable. He's definitely a player in there. Danny says 2-1 Leeds tomorrow's DJ in the first 20 minutes. They equalised before half time and then Bogle in the final 20. That sounds nerves, and I'm not over that at all. We are doing a watch along tomorrow. Dylan, are you back for us for a watch along? You left me hanging the last 2.
Yeah, should be. Yeah.
We'll have a watch. We'll see Gruev and Ampadu starting midfield, and let's have a conversation then that Ampadu is the better player than us.
I'll have to come down to yours because we have to sort out a few digs being thrown in ourselves.
Tell you now, Ampadu is going to be the much better player tomorrow night.
I'm sorry.
I'll take your apology live on air. Ian says last season we went away to QPR and folded. Tomorrow we must avoid defeat and be more clinical when our chances come, and I agree with that, Ian. 100% agree with that, buddy. I'm more confident about tomorrow than I was last week at Coventry. Me too, Sid. Me too, actually. Yeah, agree with you as well. I thought Coventry, Frank Lampard, they were in decent form. Were they 4 or 5 wins on the spin as well? So yeah, 100% agree with that, pal. Did Watford play last weekend? Because if so, presumably they didn't play a B team, or our lads should be fresh and chomping at the bit. They've nearly got a full week off after the game, and that's it. Yeah, they really have got a full week after the game, and you know, a tough fixture going up as well to the northeast as well, Scooby. So yeah, Leeds United should be well rested. Has Dylan being grounded by the missus for the last 2
The first stream that I missed, I was on Death's Door with my housemate, and the second one I was in work. Bills have to be paid, Danny, unfortunately.
He's a working man. Are both of you surprised after 1 year that you both have the difference in opinion of Ampadu and Gruev? Probably, Andy. But to be honest, look at obviously the two of us being brothers, we probably disagree on a lot of things, a lot of things. Most of our Leeds opinions probably are the same, but we do disagree on a couple of things, especially at the start of the season. If you're watching back on OnlyLeedsBros started, I was very much Joseph corner, where Dylan was very much in a Pirro corner. So Dylan has won that debate at the minute, even though he is a big Pirro fan. But we do different, I suppose, like any brother. Yeah, there's times you disagree, and then there's times where you just wholesale disagree.
What a man!
Could get heated.
How many goals? What's his GNA there? Tell him.
He's got 18.
Got 18. 18.
He's got 18.
What a man!
Totally 100% agree. Let's go. Danny says here, I'd say Darren is about 7 years old. You cheeky gay. You cheeky.
Oh yeah, you're actually about right, isn't he? It's about that, yeah.
No, he's not about right. I'm only, what am I, 31? 31 in July. What are you? 26? No, you're not. No, you're not. You're 26 or something.
26, 27 in May.
Yeah, 26 or something like that. Nice to see you on Connor's earlier. Nice to see different faces on his channel. Cheers, Justin. Appreciate that, buddy. Really, really appreciate it. Enjoy doing on Connor's channel, and yeah, going on any Leeds content page. I just love it, whether it's Connor's, Joe's, anyone. Not another Leeds podcast. I love doing it all. Love just speaking about Leeds everywhere and anywhere we go. Dylan, let's go before we wrap it up. Match predictions for tomorrow. What are you thinking?
I never go against Leeds. Yeah, look, as I said, I'm a bit nervous. I think Watford are going to do it, but I'll never, ever, ever bet against Leeds. So I'm going to go 2-1 Leeds. Pirro and Solomon. Yeah.
Solomon. Yeah, not a bad show. Not a bad show. I think we're going to concede. Unfortunately, I do think we're going to concede tomorrow. I think Gruev might slip and let them in. Lampard will have to get him out of a lot of danger.
I love it. Yeah.
I do think Leeds win though tomorrow. I've seen a few people saying take the draw. I don't want the draw. I think we got to be going winning there tomorrow. I'm going to go 3-1 Leeds. I want to see Aronson back on the score sheet as well. I would like to see Dan James going, and then Pirro as well. Keep Pirro going. Even if Pirro gets 2, I want to see Pirro get golden boot. How good would it be promotion and Pirro get top goal scorer after a bit of flack that he's taken through the season.
It'd be great,
so I'd love to see that. Jody Cunt says, great live lads. Where can you buy tickets for Gruev and Ampadu boxing match? It'll be me and Dylan boxing match now in a minute. It'll be only LEEDSBros digging the head off each other. If he keeps it up, Leeds win.
Straight into the car
Let us know what score you're thinking. Easy. I just seem to go pretty 2-0 all the time. Yeah, it's the standard result, Scooby, isn't it? It's the nice safe option, 2-0. 3-1 would do nicely. I'd like that, Leeds.
Oh, yeah, it'd be nice. Don't be nice.
I would like that. Has anybody once said that Giuseppe Bube, the comedian singer? Do you know what, Andy? I'm actually going to show this to my boss on work tomorrow, because when I was going to do my interview in the job that I'm in now, I walked in the door and he goes, there's Michael Bublé now, and I never met this man before in my life, and it's because I obviously got the job through LinkedIn, and my LinkedIn pictures look him in a suit at a wedding. He was just, he always calls me Mickey Bubble now.
Wait, Willie, you were doing an impression of Michael Bublé. Stop lying, Willie. He was singing at the wedding.
What's the one that he sings? It's not Fly Me to the Moon. What's the one Michael Bublé sings?
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
You say you love me. I like Michael Bublé. Justin Thomas says 3-0 Leeds, another clean sheet. Let's hope so. I think we will concede though. Justin, I do think Patage is one of our good players.
Let's not forget we have actually the watch along tomorrow. So get a few people in and come on for the half time phone in. Come on, bring your own thoughts on. It's actually a good bit of crack, because like to bounce off, you get funny people coming on. So yeah, come on and put your opinion across. Hopefully it's a nice steady game and Leeds are winning there. It's something that we can't comment on. That's not going to be me and Darren at half-time arguing that I'm doing Gruev. And, you know, he should have done this and he should have done that.
The blue kit hardly wear it. I was actually looking at this article as well. Like, it's either going to be, I'd say, the home one or either the blue one. I can't see us wearing the yellow. Well, yeah, we're not going to wear yellow because it's very similar to their home kit. So it'll be the third kit or the home kit, I'd imagine, for tomorrow's game, which what we'll be wearing. Yeah, lads, look at that's it for Only Leeds Bros. The match build-up, massive game tomorrow against Watford.
Leeds.
We are back for the match watch along as well. We will be live from 7:30. We bring you all the team news. As what Dylan said, we do a fan halftime phone in as well, where you pop the link in the chat. You can pop on, give us your halftime thoughts, tell Dylan that Ampadu is better than Gruev, and hopefully see Leeds United pick up all 3 points down at Vicarage Road. And then after that, then at 10 o'clock, we will be on for our match reaction. Pop out a couple of texts tonight and see who's free to come on. We'll get a couple of content creators on for you guys as well. Lads, it's been an absolute blast. Please, on the way out, don't forget to slap a like on the video, hit subscribe to Only Leeds Bros, and share this channel with anyone that you think may like this as well. Last couple of comments. Scooby says, cheers, fella. Thanks, Scooby, boy. Wasn't the blue kit unlucky at one stage? I think it was, buddy. Be white kit. Yeah. Oh, I'd like to see the white one. I'd rather see the white. Gruev and Tanaka to start.
I don't think it's going to happen. I'd like for it to happen, Sean, but it's not going to happen, pal. Anyway.
Don't think so. Lads, that's it from Only Leeds Bros. We'll chat you all again soon. Have a good night. Mind yourselves and mind each other.